Well, good afternoon. It's great to see you, and welcome back to the shop where, as you can see, we've been out back having a little fun with this little guy here, plinking away with the old Beeman P17. And it's been a minute since I've gotten this out and put it through its paces a little bit in the backyard, and I had a lot of fun doing that. So I said to myself, we should do a review of this little gem. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to get out of the shop here. We're going to take it out back. We can go through the specifications. We can go through the various features that make it such a great little find. And then we're going to put it through its paces a little bit. So come on, let's head out back and get to it. So first off, let's get to the important thing, the price. This is a very budget-friendly little pellet pistol. It is not high-end by any stretch of the imagination. I'm going to put a link in the description where you can find this. And you can pick them up for under 50 bucks. As you can see, it's a pretty decent sized pistol, coming in at just around 9.5 inches in length. It has a pretty nice heft to it, weighing in at 1 pound 11.5 ounces. So it's got a little heft to it, but it is not heavy by any stretch of the imagination. It just feels good in the hand. This is a single cock, single shot, pneumatic powered pistol. We'll get into exactly how you do that in a minute. It has fiber optic front sight that is fixed. It has a adjustable rear sight that also has fiber optics. And it is adjustable for distance and windage. But the sights are pretty nice. I don't know if you can see through there or not. It shoots 177 pellets and is rated at 410 feet per second. There are some rails here. I've seen some people put some optics on this. I've never done that. I don't see there's really a need for that. I'm typically shooting at about 10 or 11 meters, although I have shot up to about 20 meters. So let's cock it and I'll show you how that works. So to cock it, you pull back on this hammer here. Now this isn't really a hammer. There's no hammer in this. This is the latch that unlatches it, just designed to look like a hammer. So you pull back on that, and then you can pull it forward. And now it's cocked. And you can see that the safety has engaged itself. From there you can take your pellet. And as I said, it's a one-shot pellet. And you put that into the breech right here. There's the barrel right there. Put that in. Now, that can be sometimes difficult to put that in there, but if you take your time, you should be fine. You just seat it just like that. Obviously point first because it's going to go through the barrel, and then you have to close it. Now this takes some pressure. It's about 20 pounds, and you have to be careful with your fingers on this because when it snaps shut, and you don't want to catch the web of your thumb in there or anything like that. So I keep my hand flat and I push down. Hear that snap? You don't want to get your finger or part of your skin caught in there. It hurts. You ask me how I know that. The trigger pull on this is really impressive. It's rated at, I believe, 2 pounds, and it's very crisp and light, and it's going to rival the kind of action you're going to find on much more expensive options out there. And as I said, you can take your thumb and push the safety off, and that's indicated by the red dot there. Now the safety is off, and that's it. So now you're ready to go, and you can just fire downrange. Now that sound was pretty faint. I know that from watching some previous video, and you can barely hear it. But I did measure it using an app on my phone at 70 decibels, which is not bad. And I've left the best feature for last. And for a budget pistol, this is very rare. This pellet pistol has a rifled barrel, as you can see here, and that makes it very accurate. Go ahead and try to find another pistol in this price range with a rifled barrel. I dare you. You're not going to find it. Well, okay, we've talked enough. Let's actually see how this thing performs by putting some pellets downrange. That's still up from the other day. It was kind of fun. We'll see if we can't do that again. It's a little windy out here, but we should be able to handle it. All right, let's put another one on here, make sure it's on good. Like a 3.5 inch grouping at 10 meters. That's not too bad. Open sights. All right, that'll do. Okay, so here's my setup, same as it was the other day. I've moved this coffee table back. I put this little table up here with a pillow on top. I'm going to be sitting here and shooting across the patio to the target out there. And that target is 10 meters away. This pistol is accurate beyond that. The limitation isn't with the pistol. The limitation is with me and my eyes. I can't see really very much farther than that. Everything becomes out of focus beyond 10 meters or so. And so I can get in the general vicinity, but I'm nowhere near as accurate as I am, at the 10 meter mark. So that's kind of where I like to stay with it. So anyhow, that's what we're going to do. I've got a number of pellets just pulled out here, and I think what we're going to do is just try to shoot about 6 or 7 pellets in a grouping, and I'm going to let the I'll let the camera run the entire time just so you can get a sense for how long it takes to, cock and shoot and reload and, cock and shoot again. So let's get going with that. I'm looking down the sights here, but from your vantage point, you're looking at it kind of from about the 7 o'clock angle, not the 6 o'clock angle behind these sights. And that's because I'm wearing a pair of meta glasses, and the camera is on the left-hand side, just above my left eye, and I sight using my right eye. So I apologize, otherwise you'd be looking right down Broadway just like I am, but this is going to have to do. So let's get going with this. Safety off. I don't think I hit that target at all there. Yeah. So that is about as fast as you can load that. I'm not really hurrying, but that's just... I'm hitting somewhere over there, but I can't really see if I'm hitting the target itself. Not seeing it as well as I did the other day. There we go. That was a hit. Again, I don't think the limitation's the gun, really just my eyesight. See, every once in a while you get one that just doesn't want to go in there. You just gotta take your time. There we go. That was right on the bullseye. Last one. All right, folks, that's it. Let's go see how we did. Looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits, maybe 7 if we kind of got a double hit there out of 8. So not terrible, but not as good as the other day. I'll take it. Here are some close-up shots of that last sequence taken from a camera we had set up close to the target. That's a miss. That's another miss. Hit. 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 And hit. Well, I think that's going to about do it for this review of the Beeman P17. I hope you enjoyed watching it just as much as I enjoyed making it. And if you'd like to get your very own Beeman P17 to do a little backyard plinking, don't forget to check the link in the description. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. Let me know your thoughts. I'd love to hear them. Thanks for stopping in, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.